Yeah, hi. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Let's just say I'm frustrated because how I usually do my videos is not seem to be working due to the fact that the what I would use using my iPad doesn't work properly. I've been having problems with my iPad recently. And not just that, just a lot of shit in my life. Let's just say finally getting better. Recently was under the weather, finally getting better, but just still have to feel better. Kind of prevents me trying to enjoy this lovely weather that we have currently. I'm gonna be like this typical stupid YouTubers. It's a nice weather out there type of shit. You know how all these stupid YouTubers seemingly in the YWC, they always like to talk about weather. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's basically what goes on. But it's a nice, lovely weather that I sadly can't really enjoy yet because I'm still recovering. Didn't make it easy though. That unfortunately in my apartment we had to uh, I had to freaking deal some shit where it prevented me from resting properly. Where we had to fix stuff, and that also kind of prevented the timing of where I could have done this review right after SmackDown, but I couldn't. So now that's why it is time, and not just when I actually did try to do a review. By the time I was ready, unfortunately, that review is scrapped because my iPad shut off. I don't know, I just been having problems with my iPad. But anyways, I think this might be a good dynamic to do things now. Because again, I talk about my beautiful black couch so much. Why not showcase it? Make it be a thing. Especially since I'm going with the live, I'm more comfortable, I'm more magnificent like this. So ladies and gentlemen, we shall evolve by including my beautiful big black couch here. So ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late out of date early morning. I mean, it's very late night, but it's practically already early morning. The sun is shining. The weather is hot and fun. Finding a fucking hot chick in a big black couch. Make them go, oh shit, drink cold magnificently. Which, it's still here. It just I have to get up. Instead of it being showcased. But it is what it is. It's time for your early morning, late out of date. Oh shit, oh shit. Good stuff to get a chick on a big black couch. It's nice and it's nice and calm. Keeps you lax. Keeps nice and sexual. You know what I mean? And you don't get fucking you won't get accused of fucking some harassment type of shit, with alcohol or whatever. Won't happen. Will not happen. But yeah, it's time for your late out of date early morning SmackDown review. It's good stuff. Good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of have to put it here. I don't know. For the time being, I think this is how we're gonna do reviews. On my laptop, and I'm gonna be on my beautiful big black couch. Indeed. So SmackDown happened. I will say, for starters, wasn't a terrible show. It actually had a better flow. I mean, were there things that I did not like on the show? Yeah. I'm not saying the show was great, but it actually wasn't, maybe decent. I would say the show was all right. It was decent. Definitely a way better show than usual. It was a better SmackDown since when Rock was on WWE. It definitely has been better. When Rock was there, but definitely since Rock been on SmackDown, this show was the better show, right? And definitely I felt this show was better than Raw, and definitely a better show of the 2 weeks. You got some smarts or some people saying, you know, both shows are great. What a great show, a great week for WWE. I'm just thinking to myself, what? Just because of the whole main event segment with Raw, And you were going to act like, oh, it's beautiful. Even though, again, the main event of fucking Raw should be looked at as a violent massacre. But all the people are going to look at Raw. It's like, it's beautiful. It should be for Bray Wyatt. Even though that's not the fucking point. But whatever. I still thought Raw was very boring. Oh, but things happen, but like not really great things. You know what I mean? This show, in 2 hours, accomplished more than SmackDown on SmackDown than Raw did. It didn't involve corny, shitty fucking reject misfits. You know what I mean? So that's something I will say about Raw or SmackDown. SmackDown was not just a better show; it had a better flow. It just was just better. Okay, and with Punk being on the show was definitely a better. It was just better. Okay, straight up, down, left, and motherfucking right. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about SmackDown, shall we? I'm gonna have to read it like this now. Basically, just do these reviews, just reading off my laptop like this. I don't know how this is looking, but I think it works out. I think my laptop, the screen looks all right to me to fucking film myself doing these videos there. So it's all right. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section how it works. Um, so we'll see how it works there. My hair is looking a little, I don't know, but, we'll make it work. But yeah, the show started with, I'm from Chicago. I'm going to break your face. It started with CM Punk. I don't know. Again, I like Punk. I can't really complain. It's good to see Punk. Definitely the show is better. The shows are better with Punk on it. Like it or not. I do think the guy is very two-faced. And just him coming out and says, like, I love the fans. I love the, like, bullshit. You don't love the fans. I'm not saying he doesn't enjoy some fans, but it's like, come on. You fucking gonna act like you love your fans. Give me a break. You have a vagina, you homo. Oh, boy. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Anyways, let's talk about this show, shall we? Let me have my reading glasses on because I'm at that stage of my life. Anyways, let's talk about this show. The show started with CM Punk. He says, live television on Fox. I got to start off by saying, isn't it great to be alive in Chicago on a Friday night or what? Live TV, that's pressure. Every time I come out here, I'm grateful to be graced by the presence of you beautiful people. Bullshit. You fucking hate your fans. That's pressure. Wrestling or speak in front of your hometown audience is pressure. Promising to do your best and walk away champion in front of your people is pressure. So he's like mentioning, like the whole what happened with McIntyre. And y'all think that might be a little bit crazy, but even to this day, I still think right before that Static and Living Color belts out like Mussolini, getting mentioned his theme song. I wonder if I can handle the pressure. I'm going to give you a date. You let me know by raising your hand and screaming your voice. How many people were here July 17, 2011? I promised myself and I promised each and every single one of you I was going to walk out my hometown the WWE champion. That's pressure. Obviously, I remember that. And I'm sure a lot of people, like, Chicago, they remember that, right? That's pressure. I could have slipped on a banana peel and just fell flat on my face and made embarrassment out of myself and made an embarrassment out of Chicago. But what I do, did I do that? One more time. Did I embarrass Chicago? See where I'm going to go with this, don't you? So again, he's building up to mentioning McIntyre. I was told I was going to get jumped in Glasgow for what I did. I was told that we needed extra security in Glasgow because if I interfered with the title match, boy, they were going to have it. They were going to have my head on a pike. I was going to ruin everybody's day. They ruin everybody's day. Fans Shannon no, because again they're Chicagoans. And I hate to kick a man while he's down, but it's a little bit of revenge, isn't it? Because for weeks, turns into months, Drew McIntyre kicked me when I was down, and because of promises I always made and promises I kept, he didn't just kick me. He was kicking Chicago, so he's making it all about get it. He kicked this. This is why you should not cheer him. He kicked you guys, and the fans are dumb. They're go along with saying, yeah, that's true. He kicked us down. You can do the thing or three things in in that situation. You can stay down. It's not an option. You can back. You can get back down and turn the other cheek. I'm from Chicago. That's not an option. I chose the Chicago way. The, they want to send me to the hospital. I was gonna send them to the morgue. Now I'm boosting that. I'm gonna kill a man. Now I set out to kill his career. I said I was gonna make Drew McIntyre's life a living hell and plan on burying his career 6 feet under. I didn't just think it would be that easy because you heard this. I've seen it. Sure, you've seen this. Drew McIntyre has quit. He didn't take pressure. He couldn't take the pressure. He said he prayed for bad things to happen to CM Punk. So I prayed on him. I made bad things happen to him. I was looking forward to coming back here and making things more worse for him. But he's taking his ball and has gone home. He did what he did, you know. It just again like, is it really baby face ish of what you did? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's whatever. You know what I mean? It's all right. Anyways, let me get a little drink there. It's good stuff. Keeps you hydrated, especially I know Punk is the cola, cola head himself. Loves the Pepsi. You see, I used to love Pepsi too. It just this beautiful Coca Cola keeps me enticed. This is why I drink the lovely Coca Cola more because it just it's beautiful. You know, it's beautiful. It's tasty. Just as colorful as my beautiful big black couch. And again, who doesn't love the color red? You know what I mean? Red state type of shit, you know what I mean? Pepsi's blue. Who the fuck likes blue state bullshit, okay? Let's be for real. I mean, the only thing you got going is the American flag on your color. That's all. And, I love that. I love that. It's just the thing is, if it ain't red, it ain't right. You know what I mean, folks? Plus, you don't want your Coca-Cola, you don't want your fucking soda to taste fruity. It's not good. It's not tasty, you know what I mean there? So, we have Paul. I'm just, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul. Whatever. Yeah, Paul Heyman come out and he says, I'm not out here to disrespect you. Of all people, I would never disrespect you. I came out here just because I just got here. I gotta admit, I'm running late. And I don't think you realize it's hot as balls outside. And when CM Punk opens the show, it's not hot as balls in the All-State Arena as well. This man right here sat next to my children when I was inducted in the Hall of Fame. Despite being the wise man for the tribal chief Roman Reigns, I told the world that you were my best friend. We had rewind Roman chants. He says, I meant it then, I meant it now, and I have come here to urgent situation. May I? You would think, listen, obviously this is like, they made peace supposedly. But they're forgetting to mention, You gotta, with shit like this, you gotta form a way where it's okay for them to embrace. Because again, the last time we see Punk and Heyman together, Punk was fucking hitting Paul Heyman. Again, Paul Heyman turned his back on CM Punk. And sure, we could be like, oh, times change and, time went by type of shit. But, like, you got to explain these things, people. That's like fucking with Triple H and Shawn Michaels after their feud ended. It's like without showing how Shawn Michaels and Triple H getting back together to reform DX, they just get back together after like no reason and no purpose at all. You know, like what I mean, folks? It's just you gotta build these things, people. I'll be right back. Like, you gotta build this shit. You can't just be like, oh, we're friends again without explanation. You know what I mean, people? It's common sense. Like, come on, imagine on a TV show. It's like, let's just say this, something that people could know. It's like you freaking have Spider-Man. Let's say this, Spider-Man and Harry Osborn. Harry Osborn turns on his own friend Peter Parker. Without Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3, Peter, and Harry. Harry turns his back on Peter, attacks him. They hate each other, whatever, Freaking like Toby's Peter, like freaking Layla, like look at little Gavin Jr. Wanna cry? And then after that shit, it's like without freaking explaining to like getting an explanation. It's just Harry decides to he helps Peter for no reason. Without actually knowing anything. It's just like, why would he help him without freaking an explanation? You need an explanation. And also, that also includes Peter not going to Harry's like, I need your help. That's like you take that shit out too. Like, how does that make any fucking sense? You know what I mean, folks? You take out that last entire thing of the third act with Peter and Harry. It makes no sense. Really doesn't, people. Really does not make any fucking sense. Another sip for the cola. Going back to Heyman, folks. Punk says, there's one thing, there's all about one person in this world that can hijack my promo and get them to chant Roman Reigns, and it's you. I forgive you. Come on in. Are you good? Are you all right? You don't look so good. And Heyman's like, oh, my beautiful CM Punk. My beautiful CM Punk. Oh. He's like thinking of Roman, like, my tribal chief. Paul Heyman says, I'm sorry, I needed that. I came out here because driving in on the radio, we're listening to the sports radio. They said that the radio is Chicago CM Punk's town. And I'm really pissed off Solo because Solo, now that he's the head of the table, he didn't not like saying he was head of the table. Solo wants every town to be his town. And I came out here to do you a favor. And I want a favor back. The favor is, I came out here because you are going to get medically cleared, and anybody that steps in this ring, learn that stepping in the ring, the best in the world, they don't get out right now. They're coming out here for you, and they're not going to do anything any good because you could see the extra security's here and the extra security in the locker room. That's for the Wyatts and anybody else that has caused trouble, not for the group of rogue Samoan and Tongans that are taking the weight out of proportions. So the favor I'm doing for you is to say, out of love and respect and your own instincts, please get the hell out of here right now. Let's see because you're serious. You want me to leave because so and the Tangans are gonna try to jump me in Chicago? And because get it? Apparently, mentally Chicago that gives you the power to not be scared. Like, give me a break. Like, come on here. How is it like that? That's like fucking like so. Like, how is that like? Oh, Punk could be like not scared of like in Chicago. That makes him more powerful. Like, give me a break. Like that's some automatic superpower. Like a home advantage to make you fucking more powerful. Like, give me a break. That's not like some, what? No, what makes me powerful, folks? You want to know what makes me powerful? This beautiful thing. This makes me powerful. Not fucking some because I'm in my hometown, Chicago. Just saying. And again, this guy is fucking human. Just because you're in your home, you feel power. You're more powerful immediately. Especially when this guy's like fucking fragile as fuck. Give me a break. Give me a fucking break. But whatever. Let me bring this a little bit closer. Come a little closer. Come a little closer, my beautiful laptop. Says you're serious. You're right, whatever. But then Soul comes out and say, "Hey, yo, Punk, you want to be on SmackDown My Show in Atlantic City? You got two options. One, you pay respect to the bloodline, or we're gonna beat your ass and never be cleared again." And CM Punk says, "You want me to do you a favor?" They ask me what you want me to do as your favor, and then Punk says like, "Take me with you, take me with you." And it's like, shouldn't that lead to like the bloodline attacking so like Heyman for God's sakes? Whatever. So we see Heyman shows the intention that he does not want to be part of the bloodline. The bloodline, they clearly know this shit, but they're not letting him go or do anything about this. Like, what are we doing here? Like, whatever. The bloodline walks into the ring. Oh yeah. CM Punk says, "Solo, I acknowledge the fact that I don't see the bloodline standing in front of me. I see a bunch of fake ass Usos and a phony cosplay tribal chief." This makes them go in the ring, but then Cody Rhodes comes out with a baseball bat, and then gives a Punk a baseball bat, and then the bloodline retreats to the outside. Of course, it's Solo. You fashion yourself. You head of the table, right? I'd be one head of the table, but why don't you leave your family backstage? I'll leave my entourage, and we'll face each other one-on-one tonight. And that led to them fading to the show. I have no problem with this, you know, uh, especially how it played out on the show. It just makes me think like, why didn't they announce this match for the WWE Championship? And I know, like, why would you do that when the show was going to end the way they did? I mean, again, it leads the story, leads to, like, it sounds weird, but it makes you a bit intrigued for the show. You know what I mean? Just announcing the WWE title match on the line, not having a definitive finish or immediately, anyways, just leads you to care more when they finally have a definitive title match for the world title line. It's all right. Again, for example, Rock and Austin, before their first time WWE title match at WrestleMania 15, they did have a title match on a Raw. They did not have a definitive ending. Same thing with other alternatives. Like, there's been a lot of times in the Attitude Era, in the Rules Aggression Era, they announced title matches. Even the early days of the PG era, like, there's been title matches, but it never really like had a definitive finish. It's just like, and some of them were short and never even happened. It just led to like definitely future title matches, but again, it's building the stories and like it's not a bad thing. I would not have mind if they announced this match as a title match, and then you did the same thing. It's just like, yeah, like sure, oh, we lost a title match, but like That little basic stitch does work sometimes, as I just build up the story, especially how they did things on the show. Yeah, it's not bad. And again, announcing a title match would have kind of been okay. Just saying. First match. Before the first match, we see Jade Cargill like, bitch, go get your ass. Go get that woman. Go get your big women shit, bitch. You gonna make our black bitches proud. And let's just get back that title matches, bad bitch, baby. Whatever. First match. What's her name? Chelsea Green defeated Michin and not Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, the sexy bad bitch or whatever, sassy or whatever. I'm happy Chelsea Green won. I do like the chick. It's good to see that. But again, my problem is, why are we doing triple threat matches as qualifiers? Again, I hate qualifiers. I hate that, my problem with is, again, like with these dumb qualifiers. Again, they're not incorporating stories in the match, or they're not incorporating like the people who want their separate qualifier matches would get in, and then like those two different people would have issues with each other. That's my problem. And just like, why do we need qualifiers? And not, again, it's just an excuse for no stories. And it's like, and the people who they're picking on these qualifiers is like jobbers. Like, what are we doing here? But again, qualifiers. Why are we doing also triple threats? What, just to make some certain person look strong? But then you're making the other person look weak. What are we doing here? Then why even book the match? Again, with the Money in Bank, like Orton and Kevin Owens should be in the Money in Bank. Even have some Bloodline members. That builds up the intriguement of the idea of the tension between Orton and Owens. But then at the same time, they're trying to work together to stop the Bloodline in the Money in Bank ladder match. You have that story. Some maybe have one of the Bloodline members qualifying the match, Orton and Owens in that same match. That makes you actually care about the Money in Bank match more. But no, so far we got jobbers in the fucking match, or people are being pushed too early for no reason. You know what I mean? It's fucking ridiculous, honestly. Blair Davenport wants Bailey to know that, she's that like tell Naomi that she's looking forward to the Money Bank qualifier, and so once she wins Money Bank, she's looking forward to cashing in on Bailey. Baxter receives Souls calls us, Paul Heyman, you do want to leave? And it's like, everybody's like, no. But before he leaves, I want you leave CM Punk. I want to know that you tell the Tongas that, like, make sure that Orton and Owens don't get involved in the main event. And I want you to do something better, and you better do it. And Heyman says, I'll take care of it right now when I come back. And then Heyman's like, when you come back, we need to talk. We then see Grayson Waller getting interviewed about his partner. And he says, I'm good day getting my match with my partner. He's hurt or whatever. But then we see a noise. And there's like a garage door. We thought that may be the Wyatts. That didn't happen. Instead, it was CM Punk knocked down. And I thought it was like probably the Wyatts attacking him. But no. It was Drew McIntyre himself. So it turns out that Drew McIntyre did not really quit, which I'm happy. I guess, it just kind of like, even though it's like rushed, but like, okay, he didn't really quit. It's better than let's like, get it. He's gonna be on for a few weeks or whatever. Maybe that like made get it full Punk, right? But he basically gave Punk his karma, or he just attacked him. And yeah, and Punk is like bleeding. He's like bleeding from the mouth. Again, I'm happy that WWE has some blood. It adds that bit of realism, so it's pretty cool. And I gotta tell you, man. So what did McIntyre do? McIntyre just basically, and it's just I understand they didn't show him beating up Punk because Punk may be still injured, but like it would be nice to have seen something, you know what I mean? But again, how they did it was cool, and it brings some realism. Like even by just seeing McIntyre making Punk bleed is actually good. But man, McIntyre, yo. I mean, listen, and I don't hate Punk at all. It's just like, wow, he fucking carries Punk to the fucking entranceway, and it's like he's carrying a fucking. It's like he's carrying a blanket. Like seriously, it's like he's carrying a fucking bag of a blanket. Like it legit looked like so fucking lightweightish for McIntyre, to fucking carry CM Punk. You know what I mean? Like holy shit, he carried Punk like it's fucking nothing, and just lays him out onto the fucking entranceway of the arena. Nick Aldis comes out and like, what are you doing? And then fucking McIntyre pushes him away. Guys, that's between Nick Aldis and McIntyre. This is not bad, man. I gotta tell you, this is not bad. This was good. This is actually not bad, man. Really, the way they did this, you know, it makes you care. Later, they announced that Punk will be staying overnight in the Chicago hospital, so that's what they will have. They announced that before the main event, so that's what I liked about the show. The pacing was definitely better. How they pace the show, it makes you care about the show. Like, okay, you open the show with a star like Punk, and then everything just contributed to everything that works out. It's opening, middle, end, and involves bigger stars. You know what I mean? It's better than having fucking jobbers open the show and whatever the fucking main event of the show. It's like how they made the show was definitely the way how you should do with SmackDown. Or just in general. Second match, Carmelo Hayes defeats Randy Orton and Tamatunga. Owens and the Bloodline did get involved because, the Bloodline got involved, and then Owens tries to help. My problem with this match, obviously, was that, like, Orton losing. It's like, okay, oh, I get it. Okay, so fucking Carmelo Hayes is going to get a shot. Whatever. At the same time, wait, what did I say? I blacked out. Freaking, was it Orton? Orton, yeah. Wait, I was gonna say. Did I say? See, I'm tired. Carmelo Hayes. Listen, I get new guy, whatever, but it's too early for the guy. And to my honest opinion, he's not like some future star that I see him as a future star. He's really not. Okay, and it's like it's too early to push a guy in that stage where he's beating Randy Orton, a former WWE champion, and all of a sudden it's gonna be the Money Bank qualifier when the guy just came to the show. Didn't he already lost a few matches? Like, what are we doing here? Like, whatever. Okay. But yeah, Carmelo Hayes pins Randy Orton. I'm not a fan of that. But yeah, video recap of the Y6 debut. This is the only thing they fucking showcased. They should have showcased the entire show, making like people scared and worried. It was like, wow, so much for, I don't know. We get LA Knight. LA says, let me talk to you. Let me spend time. Logan Paul, get your greasy, goofy ass hair out here. And he's waiting for Logan Paul. And says, I don't want just you. I want it's me and you for this title. We're going to be at Madison Square Garden. Oh, yeah, so WWE will be at Madison Square Garden next week. I could go, but again, I'll be honest with you folks, the show, even though the show was not bad this week, I'll be honest with you, I don't think the show will be good next week. And will it be worth it, especially going to a show where I could go, Madison Square Garden? The problem is, the show does not look. They didn't announce anything for the show next week that makes you care for the show. So that's my problem. Like, I don't think I want to go. Like, this show honestly looks like one of the weakest Madison Square Garden live TV shows in history. So, no thank you. I don't know. Unless they fucking announce certain things. Because keep in mind, the last time they were at Madison Square Garden, they had Edge's one of his last matches in WWE, his anniversary match. They had Roman Reigns. They had the tribal combat. What is it? Tribal chief court, whatever. And that's not bad. And there were other times when they did Madison Square Garden shows, they had big things happening. Okay, you're going to Madison Square Garden. They don't look like they're doing a big show. Oh, Logan Paul will be wrestling. Okay, fine, but like other than that, who cares? Anyway, so like Logan Paul LA Knight calls out Logan Paul. Instead, Santos Escobar comes like, cállate, órale ese muchacho. Lucha, órale ese, si lo mato, órale ese muchacho. Muchacho, arriba, I can't move. Remember fucking Alberto was like fucking locked like in the side of the fucking, and he couldn't get out, and it's like he fucking Big Show just knocked out Ricardo Rodriguez. It was kind of funny. I only remember that because like that's like part of one of my favorite WJ Raw reviews. What else? Oh yeah, Santos has like it's not even like twice. You won't beat me again. I'm gonna beat you, and I'm gonna qualify for the Money in Bank. Blah blah blah. I don't know. Then LA Knight beats up Santos, but then out of nowhere we see Logan Paul knocks out LA Knight. Not a bad thing, not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, see, this is why now we gotta charge my fucking iPad on my laptop. Well, it's now charged. Just be the iPad, like laptop, just works better. Turn match. Andrade defeats Kevin Owens and Grayson Waller for the Money in the Bank qualifier. Did not really care for this match, and again, I'm not a fan. Really, Andrade? Really? Like, really? Well, I got involved in this match. Whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. I mean, like, what? Are we purposely not having stars? Or just gonna have jobbers in this shit? What? This is a Money Banks to create new stars. No, it's not. Money Bank and Royal Rumbles are not about creating new stars always. It's about, elevating stories. And that's what the Money Bank should be. You know what I mean? And the people who win the Money Bank and the Royal Rumbles are new stars are people who are like upper mid-carders. You're literally fucking putting people who just showed up from NXT. Like, what are we doing here? What makes them deserving to be in contendership of getting a qualifier match? Like, come on here. It's annoying. Next week, we will see Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton and Candice LeRae in a Money Bank qualifier. I'm sure that's going to be butts in the seat. Let time for will take on Naomi and Indy Hartwell. And Logan Paul versus Santos versus LA Knight. So 3 triple threat matches that really no one really cares if you really think about it. McIntyre told Taylor Braxton he'll be on this Monday, and CM Punk will be staying in a hotel room. Before the main event, Heyman relied on information to God that I took care of the business, and I wanted, I want to say that your previous comments, and there's several things Roman Reigns, told me that in the private chat before following WrestleMania, that CM Punk was off hands due to personal relationship with me. And 2, it's not your responsibility to take care of Cody Rhodes. That's all Roman Reigns doing. But then Soul says, I gotta tell you guys, man, Roman Reigns not coming back. It's like, what? And then Heyman's like shocked, like, what? What? My beautiful tribal chief? What? It can't be. So that happened. And the main event, Cody Rhodes, I guess it's like a disqualification where he won, basically. Yeah, Cody. So I don't know. Well, yeah, Cody Rhodes defeated Sikoa by disqualification, like literally, like after a minute or two. So Cody and Solo, they were brawling around around ringside, and then eventually the bloodline did came out, and then eventually we did see Orton and Kevin Owens coming out. They took out 2 of the bloodline members, and we see Solo cornered. He's scared. Like, wow, so much for this Umaga wannabe guy. And but then he's like scared. It's like, please don't hurt me. But then he got confident. But then, because of that, it's because it was the debut of Jacob Fatu. the other NOI, the family member, and he's like well known in the indie scene. He was like in the independents, and he slimmed down from last time I checked him. But he looks like a beast. I'm not gonna lie. He is basically everything that Solo Sikoa wishes he was. But that my problem with this is like everybody resembles the same kind of character, which is a problem. Unless I guess that's the point, because like that's what fucking what's his name CM Punk mentioned about them being fake ass Usos. But like at the same time, like you gotta have some uniqueness of each of your character. But regardless, this Jacob Fatu guy, my god, he was such a beast. Freaking legit. He took out all three of them, you know, one by one. He took out like with Kevin Owens like injured, like he super kicks him the shit out of him. He fucking spears Randy Orton to the barricade, and it looked different than a usual spear to the barricade. It legit like looked intense. And then he was about to brawl with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes fighting back, whatever. But then the Jacob Fatu does the Agi onto the ring apron, and then he does a big fucking splash onto the announce table. And then the Bloodline stands tall with Jacob Fatu joining, and Paul Heyman is conflicted. And I gotta say, I like that ending. That ending was good. You know, I thought they were gonna end this shit with the fucking stupid Y family shit to another cornball segment. Maybe killing aliens, who fucking knows? But then, like, this shit happens, man. It's good. Really did. The show was definitely better than usual. You know, definitely a better flow. It makes you care about the show. And, yeah, not bad, man. The show was not bad of a show. Definitely a way better show than usual, especially the past few weeks with the Outrock. It was definitely a good show. I would say I will say that it was a better show than usual, but it was actually definitely a good show. Well, not good show. I'm tired now. It was a decent show, not good. Good would be like a lot of things happen and nothing like boring, and like they were like a good match. They were like not really good matches though. You know what I mean? My honest opinion. I mean the Chelsea Green match was whatever, fine. You know, good for her. And then other two matches will work. I mean, I guess the Orton, Carmelo Hayes, and whoever they faced, like that match was fine. It was like, come on, Carmelo Hayes, like really? But yeah, that's the show for you. That was SmackDown. Jacob Fatu debuting was a good debut. You know, proved his worth. Um, I think that's really much it. Yeah, I'm done. You know what I mean? I'm kind of done. I've done what I have to do. Yeah. So got Fatu debuting, McIntyre getting his revenge and being up CM Punk. Not bad. Um, yeah, definitely a better show than usual. It just for our next week's show that's gonna be Madison Square Garden. It does not look like a good show in all honesty. Felt like everything that happened on the show, you would think like they would at least try to do on this Madison Square Garden show, but they didn't. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just keep it real. That was SmackDown. My thoughts on SmackDown. SmackDown was not a bad show. It was actually a decent show. Get your gains, drink your colas magnificently, and inspire me some bitches go oh shit on this beautiful big black couch. Cheers. I have a comment. At SummerSlam, it will be Roman versus Solo. That's not going to happen on SummerSlam. Gotta be honest with you. After my big Roman Reigns will be returning. That's not true, actually. I don't think that's actually true. Yeah. Anyways, that's all I have to say, people. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you all enjoy your nice weather. Enjoy your Coca-Colas on your beautiful big black couches. That's all as I will do. Till next time. Peace. Yeah, bye. and broadcast.